Steelers Nation, what is going on? Today I'm going to be talking about the Day 3 draft picks as well as the undrafted free agents that the Steelers either signed or drafted. Let's get right into this. Alright folks, to start this video off, let's talk about Jack Sawyer, the edge rusher from Ohio State. You can also call him a champion because that's what he did at Ohio State. He won a championship in his senior year there with the Buckeyes. They beat the Fighting Irish. He had, leading up to that game was against Texas. He had a nice little scoop and score for 99 yards. He stripped the quarterback, and then he picked it up, took it to the house, 99 yards. I remember watching that and just being like, this guy's going to be really good. And just to further add on to that, on my big board that I made with a lot of people, he was ranked number 37. And that's not even any glaze. That's just actually where I had him on. It's not because he just got drafted by the Steelers. I had Landon Jackson at 29, so I just really liked his Senior Bowl and his combine. And then Michael Williams was right above. I didn't have Shamar Stewart. I had below him. I really felt like Jack Sawyer just had a really good combine and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's why I have him up here. He's probably gonna be the fourth edge rusher, but this tells me that either Alex Highsmith or Nick Herbig might eventually leave for the team to go somewhere else to get more money. And then Jack Sawyer can step into that linebacker 3 or linebacker 2 role. And he's very capable of doing that. The Steelers like to rotate their outside linebackers or edge rushers a lot. And I think this is a pretty solid pick. And it warrants a B- grade. And next up, in the 5th round, the Pittsburgh Steelers selected Yaha Black. He's a pretty solid player as well. Absolute run stuffer for the Hawkeyes in college last year, and the years leading up to that. I believe he played in his freshman year up to senior. He was loyal to the Hawkeyes, even in sometimes struggles, sometimes of having elite play, But you gotta respect that. Very good player, old for years. Just he's not very fast. He's not fast at all, but that's not what it is. If you guys saw the Steelers-Ravens playoff game last year, Steelers got their butts whooped by just the running game. And getting Derek Harmon in round 1 and now Y.A. Black in round 5, those two will help. It might not be it's going to automatically become better, but it's definitely going to help build the reinforcements, and nobody should be running on this team. Y.A. Black is around 350 on the scale, and Derek Harmon 315. Those are some two big boys. So they should be fresh, the D-line, because we got a lot of bodies in that room now. So I like this pick. Gets an A- grade for me. All right, now in round 6, we got the national champion quarterback. I get some people might have wanted you during round 4, but you know what? I think he was just really bad in the interviews. He might have even said, don't take me to the Steelers. And he did that to some teams, and that tells you a lot about his character. He's clearly not a very good guy. He might be. I don't know him personally, but if I had to guess, probably say he's probably not the greatest, or he might be a good teammate, but just to fans, he's probably not a good guy. To coaching staff, he's probably quite arrogant. Now, he could be the nicest person on earth. I really don't know him. I don't know him personally, so don't take my word on this, but it's got to say something because he slid that far. He was my QB3 going into this. I had Jackson Dart and Cam Ward over him in terms of Shedeur Sanders, but let's not focus on him. We're talking about Will Howard, the national champion here. Watch John Gruden's quarterback class. He's a very good kid. He's very mentally processed, and he's really good at processing what the defense gives him and adjusting. Very good accuracy. The deep ball could use some work. But when you got George Pickens and DK Metcalf as your receivers, does it really even matter? Now, I will say this, because they got him this late in the draft, this is telling me Aaron Rodgers will very, very, very likely sign soon, but at a 97.8% chance. Now, it's not 100% yet because it hasn't happened, but I'm feeling pretty good about the odds for that happening. And additionally, to add on to that, Will Howard, national champion, there's not really too many complaints you can have with him. He's got the Josh Allen build, dual threat, 6'4", 235, I believe. So, Josh Allen needs development, so does Will Howard. Maybe we can get our next Josh Allen. We'll just have to see. All right, and then in round 7, we had 2 picks here after our trade back with the Chiefs to get Y.A. Black. But the 2 picks in the 7th round were Dante Kent, the cornerback, and a punt returner from Central Michigan. You know, he's very fast. I believe he had the most big plays allowed, but he also had, like, the most big plays made. So, like, he's going to be make or break every single snap. I'm going to be curious to see because, like, they listed him as also a punt returner, but we also got Calvin Austin to fill that role. So, like, are we going to, like, have a 2 punt returner package, or is he just going to be a kick returner, or is he just going to be your punt returner? Calvin Austin will just be a receiver. You know, we got to see how all of that works out. But it's a solid pick. It's nothing, like, crazy good, but, like, I can't complain. Like, I give it, like, a B, you know. And then we also got Carson Bruiner. You know, his dad was a scout for Steelers, and they said that didn't go into the decision. But, I mean, sure it did. You know, I'm not a big fan of this pick. I mean, he's a hard-nosed guy. He was captain for the Huskies last year with Steve Belichick as their defensive coordinator. You know, so, I mean, pretty solid pick. Don't know too much about his game, but, I mean, there's some complaints. Like, I heard he's not the best run defender. Like, maybe, but I think we already got our linebackers also. We got Malik Harrison, Patrick Queen, Peyton Wilson, and Cole Holcomb. So, like, I don't really get the pick here, but, like, I would have rather, like, a Kobe Bryant, the UDFA that signed with Atlanta yesterday. But with that being said, let's get into some of these UDFAs that we did sign. To start here, let's go with the big name, the guy that I believe could have been, like, a 6th-round pick, and I actually had him. I believe, he was my 95th best player in this whole draft. Sebastian Castro, the safety from the University of Iowa. He's a great player, truly is. He's probably going to be a starting slot cornerback. He's a little bigger than Beanie Bishop and Dante Kent, who they drafted. I believe he's 6'1". I'm going to double check that though. Castro height, let's see. He's 5'11", so it's like I think it's the same as Dante Kent, but he makes up for it with, like, his speed and just, like, his hard-nosed hitting ability, you know. So very solid player here. Give this pickup an A+, because, I mean, why not, you know. It's a good signing. If he pans out, he pans out. If he doesn't, he doesn't, you know.
Steelers Nation, how are we doing? Today I'm going to be talking about
we also got
Day 2 draft
DJ Thomas Jones. He's a fullback, they said. He would play tight end on South Alabama, but they marked him as a fullback. I'm cool with the signing, you know. He's a good player, straight up. And then we signed a couple other guys, like Rock Taylor, the receiver from Memphis. He's a smaller slot receiver. He's got some wheels, but, like, he's not probably the roster. But who knows? Now we got this kicker from Pitt, Ben Sauls, I believe his name is. Chris Boz was the kicker, but he's in good competition for him. Like, if he gets hurt or anything, we can just call him up and be like, hey, Ben, we need you to kick for us, you know? And, and we got some other guys, but that's really the big names. I think Aiden Williams, a guard, we picked up. I don't really know who he is, honestly, but he's solid. And, so all in all, the Steelers draft Derek Harmon to Dante Kent and then to Sebastian Castro and so on and so forward. I give it a A- grade in total. So good job on my time. Look forward to doing this again next year.